Greetings and welcome to another demonstration. Today's experiment will be on pitot static tube. The objective of this experiment will be to measure the velocity of water using the pitot tube. Now let's move on to the different components that make up this experiment. Starting with the on and off switch and the knob that controls the inflow speed of water coming into the apparatus. This is an inlet section in which the water enters the apparatus, which inflows into this pipe, which is met by the pitot tube. As we look closer, this is the pitot tube. The pitot tube is controlled by this hinge, which is used to control the height of the pitot inside the tube. It may be lower, it may be at the mid section or at the top section of the tube. From the pitot tube comes out two pipes, which is then goes on to be attached to a piezometer, which is used to measure the head in the different tubes and inflow sections. The pipe continues through after the pitot tube and into the outflow section. The outflow section is then connected to an outflow pipe which drains the water into the drain tank, where the water outflows through the drain. This drain is controlled by a valve located over here, and the water level in the tank is indicated by this meter. These are the components that make up this apparatus. So let's move on to the experiment. In order to start the experiment, the first step will be to switch on the motor to create a flow of water into the apparatus. Adjust this valve to adjust the speed of water incoming into the apparatus. As you can observe, the water is inflowing in the inflow section and outflowing through the outflow tube. We will let this water settle into the apparatus and maintain a continuous flow. Here you can observe a crown shape opening at the top. This is where if the water reaches this level, it will outflow through this section, through this opening at the bottom. This is to make ensure that the water doesn't overflow in this section. Now as the flow has been maintained into the apparatus and the water has settled down, we can move on to take the readings using the pitot tube. Before starting the experiment, make sure that there are no bubbles in the tubes or the piezometer, as this will hinder the readings that you get. In order to remove the bubbles from the tube, take a glass beaker, fill it with water and pour it into the piezometer. This will drain the water from the tube as well as clearing the air bubbles with it. After which, attach the pipe to the pitot tube, releasing all the bubbles from it and making an ecosystem of water throughout the apparatus. So now let's look at the pitot tube and where it is placed. Right now it is at level 1, as this scale is inversed. So as indicated by the red mark, it's at level 1, which indicates the pitot is at the bottom of the tube section. So let's observe the reading in the piezometer. As you can see, in the first head, the water level is at 28 centimeters, and at the second head, the water level is at 35 centimeters. Now let's increase the height of the pitot tube by pulling it upwards and increasing its height to 5 centimeters. By doing this, you can observe a level of rise in the pitot tube in the pipe section. Let the water settle down in the piezometer and then we will take the reading. Now that the water is settled in the piezometer, let's move on ahead to check the reading in the first head, which is 27.8 centimeters, and in the second head it is 37.6 centimeters. Moving ahead, let's adjust the height of the pitot tube again, pulling it upwards and increasing the height to 10 centimeters. At 10 centimeters, the pitot tube will be at the mid section of the tube. Let's observe the piezometer and let the water settle to get the reading. Let's see the reading in the first head in the piezometer. As you can observe, it is at 27.9 centimeters, and in the second head the water level is at 27.2 centimeters. We'll move on ahead and increase the height to 15 centimeters of the pitot tube. I'm continuing the process of letting the water settle in the piezometer and observing the pitot tube in the pipe section. As you would have noticed, the pitot tube is now moving towards the upper section of the pipe. Let's look at the reading. In the head 1, the water level is 27.9, while in the second head, with low visibility, the head is at 32 centimeters. Now for the last and the final reading, let's pull the pitot tube to 19 centimeters in height. At this point, the pitot tube will be at the top section of the pipe, Continuing with the process, let's let the water settle in the piezometer. Now that the water seems to be settled, let's look at the readings. In the first head, the water level is 27.5 centimeters, while in the second head, the water level is 28.4 centimeters. Now that you have taken the readings of the Pitot tube, let's move on to calculate the time taken for the discharge. Now that we have taken the readings for the Pitot tube, let's move on to calculate the time taken by the water that is being discharged from the apparatus to fill up the drain tank, and measure the time it takes. So the first step will be to turn off the valve of the drain. We will be taking 10 liters of water and calculating the time it takes. So we turn off the valve and turn on the stopwatch and observe the water level indicator. And the time taken to fill 10 liters of water in the drain tank is 22 seconds.